First up, it's the leading vote getter and the host for this Star game, Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark. This is Clark's first time being selected as a team captain, and she joins A'ja Wilson as the only players to be named captains their first 2 seasons in the league under this new format. Caitlin is on pace for her second season, averaging 18 points, 8 assists. No other player has done that even once.
Caitlin Clark shattered WNBA history by earning nearly 1.3 million All-Star votes, more than the top 30 players combined in 2023, securing her spot as team captain. Making her first appearance since a groin injury, she returned to ESPN for the 2025 WNBA All-Star Draft, but stunned everyone with a bold, unexpected move that changed everything. Want to know how Clark made history again? Drop a CC record breaker in the comments. Let's go.
And out west, it's the Minnesota Lynx Nafisa Collier making her debut in captainship. But don't get it twisted, she knows this game well. Fee has been named an All-Star 5 out of the last 6 games. She's the 2024 Defensive Player of the Year and the favorite to win MVP according to ESPN Bet Sportsbook. But how about we check in on her GM skills? We're about to find out what those look like. It's just about that time. The captains are here. Fee, Caitlin, how are we feeling heading into your first draft as captains here?
What Caitlin Clark just pulled off is nothing short of unbelievable. While recovering from her groin injury, fans rallied behind her with an intensity the WNBA has never seen, casting a staggering 1,293,526 All-Star votes in her name. That's not just breaking records, it's obliterating them. To put it in perspective, the entire top 30 All-Star vote-getters in 2023 combined for 1,171,000 votes. Clark beat that alone. Even A'ja Wilson, who led all votes in 2023 with 95,860, was left in the dust. Clark earned 13 times more. This isn't just history. It's a movement.
There are fans out there online who say it's Fever versus everybody, and when they see this voting, it's only going to fuel that notion.
Since its inception in 1997, the WNBA has never witnessed fan engagement on this scale. Caitlin Clark didn't just earn votes, she ignited a cultural moment. She transformed a league long overlooked into must-watch television, pulling in fans who had never followed women's basketball before. Parents were voting with their kids, social media was flooded with Clark content, and the All-Star Game became a national conversation. This wasn't just support, it was a full-blown movement sparked by one player's impact.
WNBA All-Star captains have been announced. Team Collier versus Team Clark, the top 2 vote getters when it comes to fan voting. Caitlin Clark, over 1.2 million fan votes. Nafisa Collier not too far behind with 1.1 million fan votes. Aaliyah Boston was close, less than 2,000 votes away from a Team Clark versus Team Boston All-Star Game experience. That would have been quite the entertainment, but instead, we get Team Clark versus Team Nafisa Collier.
Clark's return from injury wasn't just a comeback, it was a coronation. In that moment, she realized she wasn't just stepping back onto the court, she had become the most popular player in WNBA history. A true needle mover. The All-Star voting results didn't just reflect performance. They revealed her unmatched cultural impact. Clark didn't just break records, she brought an entirely new generation of fans with her, delivering the kind of mainstream appeal the WNBA has never seen before.
That's Caitlin Clark. That's the Caitlin Clark phenomenon right there. That is a perfect example. The year before she showed up, all the way to what? Basically 13 times the amount of votes, because she almost got 1.3 million.
Clark's historic vote total proves she's far more than a rising star, she's the face of the WNBA. Her absence due to injury made fans realize just how much her presence meant, and voting became their way of demanding her return to center stage. With over 1 million votes behind her, Clark entered the ESPN studio not just as a player, but as a movement backed by a massive fanbase. She held the power, the spotlight, and the freedom to make bold choices. But what makes this moment even more fascinating is how her fellow players really feel about her growing influence.
I feel good.
We're ready.
Ooh.
I'm excited to get underway.
I'm ready. I'm excited. This is going to be a whole lot of fun here. I'm curious, Fee, can you just take me inside? I think Captain GM Fee has a nice ring to it. What's your strategy here as you're looking towards this draft?
It does have a nice ring to it. I like this position a lot. I feel like I got to try to get some of my Hootie Hoo Owl girls on here. I got to try to get some of my Husky girls on here. So I've got an agenda coming into today.
All right, we got a little bit of an.
What Clark does next is nothing short of revolutionary, an unprecedented move that instantly makes WNBA history. As the All-Star draft kicks off, she and Nafisa Collier appear as team captains, facing off virtually on the ESPN set. Everyone anticipates a routine draft, just captains picking players as usual. But Clark has something else in mind, a bold, secret plan that no one saw coming, ready to flip the script and take control in a way the league has never witnessed before.
You, Caitlin, what's your strategy here?
I'm going on vibes.
Ooh.
We're picking whatever comes to mind. We're just having fun. My team's going to be fun. That's all that matters. You get to be in front of the home crowd in Indianapolis, so that's right.
Being in front of the home crowd is an important thing and could play maybe to your advantage here. We've done enough talking. It sounds like it is time that we get this draft underway. I've always wanted to say this. With the first pick in the 2025 WNBA All-Star Draft, Team Clark selects.
I know this will be super surprising to everybody watching, but I'm going with my teammate, Aaliyah Boston, baby.
We're putting Aaliyah Boston
Welcome,
up on
baby.
the board here. Aaliyah Boston going here to Team Clark.
Clark kicks off the draft by selecting Aaliyah Boston as her first pick, a powerful gesture that speaks volumes. It's more than strategy, it's loyalty. By choosing her Fever teammate, Clark honors the bond and chemistry they built during her rookie season. Boston stood by her through the challenges, and this pick is Clark's way of showing appreciation and trust. It sends a clear message. For Clark, relationships and loyalty matter just as much as talent.
Leah has been on opposite teams with Nafisa Collier in each of her first 3 All-Star appearances, and that tradition keeping it up this year as she's joining her teammate Caitlin Clark. She's been an All-Star selection in each of her first 3 seasons in the league. She's the 9th player in league history to be an All-Star in each of their first 3 seasons. So you're getting some real talent that you know very well here, Caitlin, on your team.
Clark even drafts Aya Wilson, despite their intense on-court rivalry throughout the season. Wilson had outperformed her in several games and won the MVP award, one many believed should have gone to Clark. Still, Clark puts competitiveness aside, showing respect for Wilson's talent and proving she's willing to build the strongest team possible, no matter the history.
Caitlin, we're going back to you here with the 4th pick in this draft.
All right, 4th pick. I'm going to take Asia.
Asia Wilson. I was wondering when we would see Asia of the
Stack my
Aces
team up.
going off
go.
of the board here. Asia Wilson headed to Team Clark here, 3-time All-Star captain. She did select you, Fee, on her team in 2019 and has played with you 3 out of the 4 All-Star games. So it's going to be a little different again going head-to-head here with Asia Wilson, the 3rd straight season of her averaging 20 or more points and her 5th season overall, of course, a certified baller.
But Clark knows how to separate competition from respect. Despite their battles on the court, she recognizes Wilson's talent and understands that having her on the team increases their chances of winning. It's a smart, selfless move that shows Clark's leadership and focus on team success over personal rivalry.
I don't know if this is in the rules. I don't really care. But I think we've already discussed we are going to trade coaches. Bee's going to take her coach, Sandy Brondello. Let's get it.
Ooh.
It's going to be amazing. Sorry, WNBA, if that's not in the rule. Sorry, ESPN, if that's not in the rules, but we just made it a rule.
Now.
So, Sandy Brondello, come on over.
Whoa!
Let's get to it. You can coach Sabrina.
In a shocking twist, instead of just picking players, Clark decides to trade her coach, Cheryl Reeves, something that has never happened in WNBA All-Star history. The move was so bold that both the league and ESPN had to grant special permission for it to go through. Clark announces she wants to swap coaches with Collier, and just like that, the entire vibe of the draft shifts. What was supposed to be a routine event becomes unpredictable and electric, with Clark once again proving she's not afraid to shake things up.
Breaking
Let me know.
news here. I don't know that I've heard of a coach being traded in the All-Star game. This is something that you're agreeing to, Fee. There's no terms to this deal.
I agree with Cheryl. I agree with the trade. I love Cheryl. She's my coach here. And you know what? That's just going to be worse for Team Clark because now we got more chemistry on our side. We got more synergy. We know what we expect from each other. So the bad move on your part, Caitlin. We're taking you down.
The very same Cheryl Reeve who left Clark off the Team USA roster is the one Clark trades away. Reeve had excluded Clark from the Olympics despite her record-breaking rookie season and had publicly criticized the media attention Clark received throughout the year. It wasn't just a coaching swap, it was a statement. Clark didn't forget the slights, and when given the chance, she made a bold move to take control of her own narrative, sending Reeve to coach Collier's team instead.
I'd rather watch paint dry. I'd rather watch dirt just be moved around. Because Caitlin Clark's not on the team. If she's there, it's appointment TV. You people, whoever did this, honestly, hey, take your brain, put it in a museum, and study it for how dumb you are.
Clark brings in Sandy Brondello from the New York Liberty to coach her all-star team, showing she's not just a player, she's a strategist. Brondello's winning track record made her the perfect choice, and Clark knew exactly what kind of leadership she wanted. This bold coach swap wasn't just surprising, it was historic. It proved Clark has real influence in the league, able to reshape the All-Star game itself. While she and Collier laughed it off on camera, the shock was real. ESPN producers were likely scrambling behind the scenes to adjust to a move no one saw coming.
Coaches maybe is going to be the X factor.
Okay.
The coaches are maybe going to be the X factor.
Hey, Sandy, defending champion, loves to shoot threes, lets her players get after it. I don't know. I'm feeling good with Sandy and Sabrina on my team.
Collier fires back with some playful trash talk after the trade, teasing, "That's just going to be worse for Team Clark. Now we've got more chemistry, more synergy. We know what to expect from each other." That was a bad move, Caitlin. We're taking you down. The competitive fire ignites instantly, but beneath the laughs, the message is clear. Clark isn't just a fan favorite, she's a bold leader. The coach trade proved she's willing to challenge the norm, reshape the All-Star experience, and take control of her team's future. She didn't just accept what was handed to her, she made it her own.
Way, I just got official word from the WNBA, from the league. I am hearing that a trade of coaches is permitted and it is granted. I wish I had a gavel here. So the coach trade has gone through. As the steward of this draft. It has been approved. And these are your teams. This is going to be a whole lot of